my goodness.
Oh God. Oh my goodness.
They're so cute. Well, I guess you can try to, huh? Yeah? What'd you find? So what's in this pot?
Rice.
What kind of rice?
Sticky rice.
Sticky sushi rice. And what is this thing?
Rice ball maker.
A rice ball maker. All right, we're gonna watch Hazel. We already did attempt it, so we know the thing works.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Easy. All right, and then you're gonna do the magic opening shot.
What?
Easy. What? Little rice balls.
They're perfect little rice balls.
They are perfect.
Hey
everybody, and welcome to episode 217 of a Lefty Knitter podcast. My name's Aquila, and I live in Baltimore with my husband, kids, cats, and I do all the crafty things. So I try to show you things that I'm working on. Mostly it's knitting. Almost all of it's always yarn related. So join me for my adventures here. So I appreciate anybody who is new for coming and checking me out, and anybody that is a returning viewer. I really appreciate you for coming back. And it's just been a little sporadic. I didn't post, this is a 2-week long span of time, and I apologize for that. It was back to school, and we got in some little last hurrahs for the summer, and it's just been very busy. Luna wants to say hello. Say hello, Luna. She's our tripod kitty. She's a great cat. Yeah, so she's gonna lay down right now. Okay, let's do this. It's been very busy. So I usually try to post weekly on Saturday and or Sunday, and I try to record clips throughout the span prior to posting the video. So you would have already seen I had earbuds for my littlest, and you know how wired that she's not old enough to have wireless ones, so she has wired ones, and they need them for school. Long story short, the wired headphones always seem to get tangled up, and last year I crocheted over the cord and it worked out really well. This year I also crocheted over the cord, so it's a very simple technique. If you Google it or YouTube search it, you can find how to do that. It's not very difficult, even for a beginner crocheter or somebody who's even never crocheted before. It really helps with her headphones, and I feel like because I did that, fingers crossed, we were able to have those headphones for the whole year. So I'm hoping it minimizes the damage to the cord. We also went to the state fair. Yeah. I can't do spinny rides anymore. We'll just keep it at that. We'll keep it at that. But it's always nice going to the state fair because it is such a huge, diverse thing. So they have all the 4-H and all of the contests you can enter, whether that's for gardening or photography or knitting and crocheting. I've never actually entered something. I'm curious. Have you guys ever entered anything in your state fair competitions? Put it down below. I'm curious. I thought maybe I could enter something next year. I gotta look up the guidelines. I'm not sure what they are. And honestly, I don't know what I would enter. I don't know. I'd figure it out. But it's cool seeing and going and all the... Like, there was pressed flower sweaters and the pressed flower shawls, and there was a bunch of different patterns that I recognized, and I always think that's really interesting to see what people are making. Then, of course, the animals, the rides, the fair food, all the things. So there was videos of that prior to this also. And we got a new kitchen tool, which is a rice ball maker. You may have seen it in videos people post, all the little shorts and things like that. Hazel loves rice. She loves sushi. And after we made those rice balls, I'll see if I can find a picture, insert it here. I took a cucumber and I sliced it with a vegetable slicer and made thin little strips, put some cream cheese on it, wrapped the rice ball, in that. And so it was cucumber, cream cheese, and rice. She loved them. And she dipped them in soy sauce with wasabi, by the way. Kid loves wasabi. All right. So what have I been working on? I've been working on my Misurina, which is a Caitlin Hunter pattern. And my knit group, there's 5 of us out of my local knit group that are all doing it together. I have split for sleeves. I will show you guys that, not in this clip, but in a subsequent clip to this for this episode, because I've made a lot of progress on it, obviously splitting for sleeves. I've made a pot holder. If you haven't followed me for very long, I got one of the Hairspell Designs pot holder looms, and I thought Hayes was really going to love making them. She's impartial, but I like making them. They're a lot of fun. I need to get some more loops. I'd like to have some black and white loops. I bought like the rainbow pack, because you can buy like a whole pack of different colors, or you can buy individual colors. So you can buy like a grayscale, a nature color, rainbow, and something else. They're really nice. They work really well. They're going to be probably presents for this year. I had a friend contact me, it was probably like 2 to 3 months ago, asking if I could make a memorial piece for their pet. Well, not long after that was asked of me, Vaughn passed away, and I was just not in the right headspace to do this project, and I felt really bad that I had said, yes, I will, and then there wasn't like follow through right away. I felt really bad about that. But I have now since completed it. So I'm going to show this. I don't think the person that asked me watches this, but if you do, please don't watch. I haven't given it to you yet. I don't want you to see the finished product because I think it turned out super cute. So they had a puppy dog, a fur baby, pass away, and yeah. It's just difficult, people losing, when you lose a pet, it's just hard. We're not going to go back into that. So I was asked to make a pink bone. Well, the pattern for this, it's crochet. The pattern I found was free. It was weird though, because it took you to like a vlog or a website or whatever, blog. And it gave you the instructions for the middle of the bone. And then it linked another free website pattern for 2 hearts and how to connect the 2 hearts to the middle to the bottom. If I remember, I'll put this down below, or I'll actually link the Ravelry page because there's a Ravelry page for it. But it, like I said, it takes you to one website and then you gotta take and click to another website. So here is the bone. And it's really cute, but this is where you need to look away if you watch. I embroidered on it. It was not easy. And what I had to end up doing, because I tried embroidering just regular type of embroidery on here with the purple, and it did not work out. It did not look right. I didn't like it, so I took that out. And what I ended up doing is I chained, sorry, the cat got on my lap. I chained some purple pieces long enough to make the name. And then from there, I sewed it down with sewing thread. So you might be able to see it, you might not. So it is attached with sewing thread. These flowers were done embroidery style, taking yarn, splitting the plies to make it a little thinner for some of the pieces, and then doing embroidery. Some little French knots. So now you can return if you watch. But yeah, so I finished that. I'm really happy with it. I need to take some pictures so I can post it once it's given to the recipient, but I don't want to post it yet because I think it's too sweet to, I want them to not see it digitally first. I don't know. That's just my own brain space. Other than that, I've been working on nothing else new. I have one sock tube that I've been working on in 9-inch circulars just because we had some car riding to do. So it's nice to have that for on the go because taking the sweater just isn't as feasible. Yeah, and craft-wise, that's what I've been up to. Like I said, back to school. We were getting in the last hurrahs before that happened. And yeah, we've just had a lot happening. We also ended up purchasing a new to us vehicle for camping so we can pool our camper. The other vehicle was fine, but there was some other circumstances, and so we ended up getting a new to us Dodge Ram truck. Well, it's a Ram 2500 Tradesman, and I am very excited about it because it's a stick. It's a stick shift. I love driving a stick. I don't love driving a stick in traffic, but I love driving a stick shift. And yeah, theft deterrent. It was so funny when I posted about it. Somebody was like, it's a great theft deterrent, and it is, because I don't know what the percentage of people in the country who drive know how to drive a stick shift, but I think it's on the lower side. Hayes loves this truck. I love the truck. John loves the truck. We all really love the truck, and we cannot wait to go on our next camping adventure. Although we take it places and we drive it around, but yeah, it'll be a super nice vehicle. And I'm very grateful that we were able to get this vehicle also. So yeah. I'm sure you'll see it in videos if I do clips from when we're camping. So yay. All right. That's it. I gotta stop because I will show you guys the sweater in the next clip. Hey everybody, it is Saturday, September 2nd. First things first, before we talk about this. Cheers to Jimmy Buffett. He passed away yesterday. I'm a huge Parrot Head fan. I'm a huge Parrot Head. I love Jimmy Buffett, and he was a huge part of growing up. My one aunt who was my godmother, who has now passed away, my Aunt Mary, she and her husband would go on trips to the islands all the time. And when I was little, I got to go see super blue water and swim with the fish, and I have pictures of me somewhere in a Spuds MacKenzie shirt, if you know who Spuds MacKenzie is. So it's always been a huge part of my life. Like, when she passed away, we actually took our record player to the funeral home. I know that sounds weird, but we played a bunch of island music, Jimmy Buffett music, Bob Marley, and yeah. So it's always been a huge part of just my life in general. So Landshark is one of his beers, and we are cheersing to Jimmy Buffett today. Even if you don't love, you know, island beach bum music or Jimmy Buffett, here's to the man. Fins up. Have a drink. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about this. It's not done. I promise. It's not done. Apologize that I've had 2 beers and we had a shot of mezcal, which is like smoky tequila. So I'm a little on the giddy side, I guess, in the sense of whatever. So yeah, sorry. This is not done. This is Misurina by Caitlin Hunter. I had mentioned knitting this, and my knitting group was like, there was like an overwhelming response of people that wanted to also knit this. And then some of you all are knitting it too. So it's really pretty awesome. I am enjoying it. So I decided to do my sleeves first. So when you last saw this, I was about here. The marker's on the back somewhere, but in the last episode you guys saw it, it was about here. I have done quite a bit. There are 2 options for the body. You can do purl bumps, or you can do lace, like yarn overs. So you have like little openings with the yarn overs. I decided to do the purl bumps. So I have finished my sleeves. What I did was with my second ball of yarn, I decided to finish my sleeves so they were done. And that way I could use every inch of this possible for the body. I know my belly button's here. I don't know how many inches I am in. It'll also block out some, so I'm not too worried. I know it will be fine, but I want to make sure I can use every single bit of this, because I had 2 skeins of this and 1 skein of this, and if I have to, I will do this little bit here where it's like ribbing. You do ribbing, you do a couple rows, and then it's a bind off, so it kind of curls. It matches the neckline. It'll be on the bottom also. I can do that in this other color if I really want to. I started another project on Thursday. Now I know I recorded the last clip on Thursday, but that same day I decided I needed to cast on a baby item. Now baby items, let me take this off because I look silly. I mean, I don't look silly, but let me just get this off. All right. There. I looked up the designer name and then I totally forgot what it was as I'm recording this bit. Marcel something, I believe, but it's a crocheted baby kimono. So I decided to cast on a baby item. I have certain reasons for casting on. And I had this yarn in my stash for quite some time. I actually had started a scarf with it and then I ripped it out. I frogged it because I just was never going to finish it. Sorry, the band is all ripped. It's Woolies by Lion Brand, the worsted weight, and it's color 403 Mushroom. Okay, so I used I love my Atimo tulip hooks. This is the H8, which is a 5mm. These hooks are my favorite. I love them. I love them. I love them. I almost purchased the red set, but I decided I didn't need 2 sets because I almost never have that many projects on the go where I need 2 hooks. And honestly, crochet is easy to remove your hook, put in a locking stitch marker, and then use your hook for another project. So it's really not difficult to be able to do that. So this is the hooks I use and I love them very much. Now you ready for this cuteness? It's not blocked. Now the person I'm giving it to is also a maker, knitter, crocheter. Actually, I almost don't want to show this because I feel like they watch. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's different seeing it in person than it is seeing it on video. So, ready for this baby kimono? It's so cute. I made it in 2 days. I finished it yesterday. I started on Thursday and I finished it yesterday, Friday. This is so cute. It's so cute. I think it's adorable. So it has this detail of these baubles on the front panel. And the construction was really interesting. So you can crochet it for free, which is what I did. Or you can buy the pattern. But the pattern was like $11. And I don't know. I do support designers. Don't get me wrong. I do support designers. But I don't know how often I'm going to make different sizes in this. So I did the free version. Sorry. And it's so cute. I also did not do the cords they recommended. I just did crochet chains for the cord. They said to finger knit chains for the cord, but I didn't do that. I also have a mistake, if you can spot it. I don't know if you can, actually, because of the way it folds. It's right there. It's right there. But the way it's folded, you can't tell. It's a design element. So it is just like a lot of kimonos where you'll have the tie here, and then you also have a tie here. So this also unties and opens. So there's plenty of room for baby's neck and shoulder area. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. And then the back is just the same as the sleeves. I just thought it was really, really adorable. All right. So that's really all I have to show, because honestly, I didn't know I was going to be casting this on, but here we are. And yeah, I put the Misurina on 2 needles. It's on 2 needles right now with long cords, so I could try it on. It fits really well. I'm really happy with it, and I'm excited to keep knitting on this today. And then obviously you'll have to cast on something new soon, but yeah, that's where we are. I haven't watched anything. Let's see, what have we watched? I've been watching Ghosts, the British version, which is on, well, I watch it on HBO Max, but now it's called just Max or something. I don't know. I don't understand that, because like then it's confusing because there's Cinemax, right? Whatever. So I watch it on that. I also picked up Doctor Who because I had not watched all of this. I think it's like 3 seasons with the lady doctor. I can't remember her name, but I haven't watched all of those. So I picked it up where she started. I knew I had watched a couple episodes, so I picked it up in the middle of, I believe, is season 11. I know people have some feelings about it. Val, I'm talking to you. I don't know what you were really talking about, so I don't think it'll spoil me, but I am excited to watch through because the next Doctor, I know there was talk of that too, and I don't know what's going on with it, but the next Doctor is the guy that I really enjoyed in Sex Education. So if you've not watched that, really great show. So he's going to be the next Doctor. So I want to kind of be caught up for when that comes on, and that is also on HBO Max. At least for us. We have a subscription for Max. Yeah. And that's it. I am still listening to one of the same books that I've been listening to. I was throwing in some podcasts in between from You're Gonna Die Out There. So I haven't finished any books recently. Yeah, no. I just started this one. It's called like Home something. I can't remember. It's like a long name, but I'm listening to that. All right. That's really all I have to talk about. I know I didn't really mention, but my friend Valorie, who I just talked about, she has the Knitting with Mama and Papa podcast or chat. Nope. Something with Mama and Papa. Oh my God, why can't I think of it? If you watch Val and her husband, Jim, she is doing, I should say, and I believe it started like yesterday or today, she's gonna teach people beginning to end on a sweater. So if this goes really well, I would assume that she's probably gonna do another round of it. Now the specifications were you had to purchase the pattern and or be funded the pattern, somebody gift it to you, or she also had people that said they would gift it to people that wanted to learn a first sweater. So it was all about knitting a sweater. People that have never done it before or have and just are still struggling. She just wanted you to have proof of purchase for that pattern because she is going to be talking about details. So I believe that started, but I believe that if it goes really well and she still has people that want to learn, that she would probably do a second round. Like, I'm 100% positive. Val is just that kind of person that if there was other people that wanted to do this, that she would have another round of it. So if you don't already watch Val, please go and watch Valorie, and I'll link her podcast down below. And that's about all I have to talk about today, because it's been 2 weeks and really I've put a lot of progress on my Misurina, and then I of course did this in 2 days. But other than that, it's been pretty low key around here. Like I said in the earlier clip, school had started and other things, so we had a lot going on. But all right, I'm gonna love you and leave you here. That's a terrible saying, isn't it? Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. That's okay. I shouldn't have said it. We're gonna check on people because us parrot heads are not okay today. I'm gonna have a few more land sharks because, well, again. And it is Labor Day here in the United States, so if you are here and you're celebrating, please be careful, please be safe, please enjoy the company of all your friends and family that you may be getting together with, and as always, please check in on your people you care about that you haven't seen post in a while, and yeah, that's my spiel. So, peace, love, and happy knitting, and fins up. Talk to you in the next episode.